Tell you, one of the best ways to catch giant largemouth in shallow, weedy vegetation is a swim jig. It's a subtle presentation, but it's got a big profile. Here I've got a 1/2 ounce, a 3/8 is also a popular option, but I pair it with a 50-pound Smackdown in stealth gray color. Just grab a 7-foot or 7'2" jig rod and basically cast it out there like you would a spinner bait. And there's two ways to work a swim jig. One is to kind of pump it and pop it all the way back to the boat, almost like a fleeing bluegill, you know, in and around patchy grass, lily pads, reeds, whatever it might be. And there's also the cast it out there and just slow retrieve it back, just like you would a spinner bait. And in my opinion, you know, with the two different retrieves, there are also two different styles of swim jig. You've got the larger kind of flipping hook style, like big beefy swim jig fishing, 50-pound braid, jig rod, real thick flipping style hooks. And you've got the fluorocarbon or finesse swim jigs, and you've got lighter hooks, 15-pound test InvizX fluorocarbon, and instead of a jig rod, a spinnerbait rod. This swim jig option is a really good replacement for that spinnerbait or for that square bill or whatever it might be. It's a large profile, but a real subtle presentation. So it's very important to match the hook, the actual hook. And this is a smaller, lighter, medium wire hook. You have to match the smaller profile, match that smaller hook to a smaller 15-pound test InvizX full fluorocarbon and a lighter rod. Again, on the flip side, when you're in the more nasty cover, bigger fish, that hook point, that profile is a whole lot bigger. You have to go with a 50-pound test Smackdown and a jig rod. So when you get that bite way back in that nasty stuff, you catch every single one of those fish that bite.